wholeness and balanced vibrations. How often are you searching outwards, collecting data, books, external knowledge, endless searching? And then you think you know something and that you've arrived, only to find out that that point of arrival is the floor to the next ceiling. If you think you know something, take a breath, stop, step back, and dig in even deeper, because it is the illusion of the mind that makes you think this way. And so each mind's knowingness is simply the next step into the heart, where true gnosis, which in Sanskrit is known as Gnan, resides. And this true gnosis does not need words to describe it. It does not need an audience to show off to. It does not require any recognition or approval, because it's full. It is not lacking. It is pure, and it is a simple presence. It is an essence, a silence, an isness, a beingness, which I like to call the emptiness of everything. All our parallel lifetimes simply culminate in the eternal now. There is no past, there is no future, only now, and now, ad infinitum. And in this eternal now, all aspects of the self go through multi-dimensional layers and levels of purification. And this can truly happen when we're compassionate to the self. Compassion encompasses so many foundational elements: self-love, self-forgiveness, fullness within. So how are you being compassionate to thyself? How are you purifying yourself in each moment? State an intention every morning when you wake up. It could be a mantra, just for you. A pure intention, which is called a sankalp. And anything that does not work for you, simply allow it to leave. And the way you can do this is by spending that still, silent, spacious moment with yourself. Wake up in that stillness. You do not need a noisy alarm clock. Wake up in stillness. And for the first 2 minutes on awakening, just lie in your bed in stillness, connecting to your breath and giving gratitude for this breath, for this prana, for this consciousness. You do not need to turn to your phone or anything else. You do not need to fill the silent space. because it is in this silence with the self that the universe will allow things to flow, to come to you. Even when you're speaking, take a pause. You don't need to fill those gaps with endless chatter, often known as chit-chat ananda. You want to reach the sat-chit ananda, the bliss of consciousness and truth. So simply wait. Take a pause. Connect to your breath and your silence. And allow the spaciousness from within you to free flow. And from this emptiness will come your gnan, your wisdom. You do not need to fill that emptiness at all. It will fill itself naturally by the way it allows itself to be filled. And that can only be done by you allowing yourself to be comfortable in that silence, in that spaciousness. Science tells us that atoms are 99.9% empty space. So this is your true nature. Everything else is illusion. So why not go into your truth, into your satya? You don't need to push anything to be free or liberated, as this will get you more and more stuck into the eternal web of life. Allow the mind to simply be quiet. And so there is no need for endless reading, endless searching, endless outward looking. Instead, turn the gaze inwards. Lower your eyelids so that the mind does not wander to worldly objects or the concerns of other people, but you fall within, into the heart space, into the eternal knower, the knower of the known. Enjoy these pauses. Enjoy the silence. You don't need to know the answer to everything. You don't need to have any thoughts to experience real happiness. But you simply need to evolve by involving, by growing from within, by detaching, by being the simple observer. Many people in the spiritual world want to fill up everything with knowledge, books. And this is very conditional. The knowledge is within. The wisdom and insight comes from silence, sitting with yourself in silence. You don't need to fill yourself up, as this is like having energetic possessions that are going to control you. Instead, remain quiet to resolve the mind in the self, the true self, the soul self, which is unconditional. Simply wait, watch, listen, observe, be still. It will be a very noisy place to be in the beginning, as all your likes and dislikes, loves and hatreds will come up and bombard you as the noisiest place ever. But just allow them. Allow them to come. You stay still and tune in to the inner observer, your inner guidance. And everything will naturally come as your true wisdom, as your mind turns away from the outer objects and turns inwards to your heart. Be still. Be silent. Be simple. And don't hold on to anything, any egoic attachments. If you don't know something, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You don't need to analyze anything. Simply bring yourself back to your compassion. And as you allow yourself your compassion, you will notice that you will also respect the free will of others. This will give you a beautiful quality of patience, the patience of not needing to know. You don't need to do anything. There is no race out there. Everything is perfect in this now moment. And the more you hold compassion for yourself, the more you will start filling your own cup. And the more you fill your own cup, the more you can hold that sacred space for others around you. And holding sacred space for others around you allows you to purify your prana with their prana. So simply be, simply breathe. You are your future self right now. You are all your past selves right now. And you simply do not want to hold on to any identities or any falsities. Detach from them. External and internal identifications, as these are patterns of the ego. Allow them to rise up like bubbles in a champagne glass. Allow them to rise up into the spaciousness, into the stillness. Give them your compassion as you embody more and more of yourself. And it is only from this space, it is only from this silence that you can start to imagine, like a child, your true higher nature. The Buddha sat by a tree for many, many years, as did many masters, just to know themselves. And the more you do this, the more your karmic web of patterns will fade away and diffuse and allow you to flow into your higher timeline through your imagination. You are the one who can break your own patterns, break your own conditions, simply by detaching. Unconditional love detachment, not a conditional love detachment. This is true compassion. This is true love for yourself in each moment as you break free from the past patterning or from karmic knots, and you simply start to reorganize what is happening in your own electromagnetic energetic field. And as we do this, we start to meet the 5 elements within self. The earth at the base chakra, the water in the second chakra, the fire in the third, the air in the heart, the ether in the throat, and the akasha as we go up into higher chakras. And meeting the 5 elements within ourselves allows us to meet those parts of ourselves, of our avatar self. And you will find that your creations within will flow and allow you to dream and imagine who you truly are as a soul being. It's quite all right to give yourself permission to be special and allow these elements to flow through you, and allow yourself endless possibilities. After all, you are limitless. Become the earth, become the water, become the fire, become the air, become the ether, become the akasha. After all, you are creation, and you are the creator. Compassion is one of those wonderful, wonderful parts of self, but it carries a lot of humbleness. There is true humbleness in the eyes of compassion. And once you start holding compassion for yourself, you can hold this space for everything in life. As nothing appears as good or bad or ugly or beautiful. It just is. It just is a reflection of you, of your wholeness, of your Holy Spirit, of self. Allow yourself to merge with that, with your own spirit. And it is from this space that you will be able to move at the speed of light and eternally shapeshift across time and space. You are limitless. And meeting the self with this compassion is unconditional love, of merging with yourself. After all, you are the beloved that you are searching. You can say to yourself, I am the mergence of the one heart, which is you, but everybody else as well. And in this space, you will notice that you will attract what you are feeling. You will know that you are everything, and this is your divine birthright. So have you met yourself yet? Have you accepted all parts of yourself? Because you are perfect the way you are. And so I invite you to constantly and consistently turn inwards. Turn your eyes inwards to self-love. Authentically and genuinely. Because love allows our path to unfold naturally, but it begins with the self. And the more you do it, you start to weave beautiful cosmic tapestries based on the foundation of the strongest power in the universe, love. This is the greatest cosmic shield that you will ever wear as your cloak, as it holds the highest vibration, allowing any negative entrainments to fade away from it, because it's so simple. You hold the power. You are your birthright. Do not give it away to another. Your power is love. wholeness, and balanced vibrations.